100%. Zoe. All right. So I don't know if this is her. I saw a lady come through with blonde curly hair. The blonde is dyed. Feels like it's highlights as well. Very bubbly. Very much life of the party type energy. Blonde. Yeah. Do you understand when I say she didn't share everything? Maybe to you, but she held cards. It's like I'm being shown cards, you know, holding cards close to my heart. Didn't share everything. And then there's this feeling of being able to count my friends on one hand type of... You think she held back a lot? Welcome in. Yeah, she should have sort of waving her hands at me. Like I can count friends on one hand. Close friends. Yep, gotcha. I'm very private. Ugh. Do you understand sadness behind the eyes? And there's also mention of one son, or a son. Hey, Sammy. Thank you for the heart, me. I'm very private. I'm good. How are you? She had a stepson. Also blonde? Like a sandy blonde. Yeah, you mentioned that. She understands that it's been very hard on you, Bindi. She's saying sorry to you. Even though it's out of her hands, she's saying sorry to you. Did, okay, hang on, let me rewind. She is very grateful for you, and as she talks about that, she's showing that you guys just click. So even though it's almost like even though you weren't, you know, there's this sensation or this feeling of not being childhood friends, but you guys clicked when you started being friends, and it's been she says it's been amazing for both of you. There was just this, she describes it as just knowing that you guys were going to be friends for a long time. Had to start packing her house up yesterday. Yep. She's showing me almost like dandelion flowers, the yellow flowers. Hey Di. Dandelions are her way of letting you know she's around. She shows them in both ways, like the flowers and the, you know, the seed ball where you blow it. And then she's also saying pay attention to your yard, because when they pop up everywhere, it's to remember her by, which is so sweet. Did you get on after the phone call? There is a strong yes towards that, Bindi. Bindi, was there a knife involved? Yeah. Because I'm asking her how, and she showed me an image of a knife. Yeah, that makes me feel sick. I don't like that. She says it was unprovoked. Bindi, I'm so sorry. I don't like it. Oh, that sucks. She says it was unprovoked. Unprovoked. There's nothing to get your head around. It's like wrong place at the wrong time, being with the wrong partner. She had no control over it. She also tells me that she didn't even have a chance. What sucks is she shows me that she was very caring, very loving to others, that if she needed to, she would give you the shirt off your back, like off her back, because she didn't like anyone suffering in any way. She was she feels like she was a really good Samaritan, always looking out for others, always, you know, wanting the world to do better. Like, this is greater than her. She was always wanting the world to do better. And she contributed in her little ways. You know, that was part of her nature. She did that. So if somebody needed her shirt, she would absolutely give it without a thought. She shows me she connects with you with songs, so you'll have certain memories with songs that'll put you in a time and a place. That's what I mean by memories with songs. Just know that that's her way of connecting in with you. Pay attention to the random songs that you hear when you first start up your car as well. If you're hearing if you hear a song and you go, oh, I only heard that, it felt like 5 minutes ago, and you're into another, you know, you've stepped into another space and you hear the same song, just know that that's her way of coming through. So, you know, maybe look at the lyrics of that song and see what the underlying message is for that. You hear the songs, yeah. It got me all tearing up. She's lovely. You have, what are you, do you have questions about something? Is there something that's bothering you in regards to her belongings that's worrying you? I feel like you're overthinking. Did she like the outdoors? Because she's showing me being out under the sun, soaking up the sun. She's showing me like feeling grass, and it's not a message to get grounded. It's just like she liked being outdoors. Was she, I was going to say, was she cremated? Me and a friend are feeling so bad about going through her stuff. Oh, she was a painter, which makes sense. Cremated, yeah. Feels like she's okay with you going through her stuff. She says keep what you want, throw what you don't. Were you, I'm laughing because she makes me feel like you were thinking about getting separate storage for her belongings. And she's like, just trying to reason with you and say, like, it's just going to sit there forever. Like, you're paying unnecessary fees to keep it there. I'm not coming back. But she says this in a way that's light, fun, humorous. I feel like she's trying to make you feel better. Like, you don't have to keep it. That's the attachment that you have. So when we put it in, you know, as a spiritual type perspective, that's our ego wanting to hold on to that. You know, our ego is telling us that it's wrong to throw out. It's our ego saying we have to keep it all because that allows us to connect with them, and it doesn't. And she's saying you're being silly because you want to pay for a separate like storage. And she's like, don't do that. Oh, not really. Just don't know how to get rid of her stuff. So she'll be very happy about midnight. I don't know why, but I get shown the number 1 as in like 1 a.m. Just be careful with that though, Bindi. That's you wanting to find answers for yourself, and sometimes it's not about finding the answers. You know, that shitty thing took place and it just is, because again she shows it wasn't even provoked. Nothing about that feels nice, but also from a, you know, a mental health and wellness perspective, you going around in circles isn't helpful either. She says it was unprovoked. That's from her. It was unprovoked. Now, that could entail a whole lot of things. You know, if she had a partner with mental illness and he was like stewing on something, you know, and if he was somebody that wanted all her phone conversations to be on loudspeaker and open, you know, there could have been a whole host of things going on for him. And that doesn't excuse that sort of behavior, that sort of result, anything. I'm not condoning any of it. But we also don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And I've also learnt too, if they're not showing all of the things that happen in that moment, it's usually to protect you. And also because those are the things that we want to know here and now. But those are the same things that don't make a difference. It's just what we tell ourselves, right? And that sounds heartless, but it's also, where is your energy and focus going? Is she happy? It's a great question. Let's have a look. You've seen me do this enough times to know that I don't bring through a yes or no unless I have the evidence there, that she's showing the evidence. She shows me, I'm also asking her what else she can show me as well. But she symbolizes that she's free. She's in the same field or grass that I saw her before, and she's dancing and spinning with her arms out. Free. Think it's a funny reference, but think Sound of Music when she's sort of spinning on the hill. It's kind of giving that vibe. Can you show me another way that you're happy? Something about watching sunsets. It feels like she's what is she doing? It feels like she's laying on a sun lounge watching a sunset. She has snacks. It's like she's munching on chips. Got her legs crossed because I can see her like her ankles crossed over. And that feeling of just being free again shows up in this one. Is she with her brother? There's a guy that shows with, I want to say darker hair, with a sort of short side type haircut. There's also like a motorbike vibe. So does that make sense, Bindi? Either had a motorbike or like going for like Sunday rides and stuff. There's some sort of motorbike connection. Oh, her other best friend has been watching sunsets. I love that. But he had darker hair. Yeah. So she's like, when I say, but that doesn't show that you guys are together. And I'm like, show me a way that you guys are together. So she has, she brings forward that brother sister type connection, you know, the pushing and the shoving and the joking around and the laughing, that playfulness. She makes me feel like they were close. So were they close? And she wants to say to you, or Katie, other than what I said before, she's still just very much thanking you for what you're doing or having to do. Your other friend smells her perfume or something. Does she say things like, I could have sworn she was in the house with me today? There's this excitement that's like, I could have sworn she was there. Like she could feel her, sense her, but the perfume thing is coming up too. She's with you now. I love that. So does she understand the feeling of, I could have sworn she was with me today? Something about sitting with you in the car as well, in the front seat. I think this is for Katie. So Katie, if you're feeling all those things, just talk to her as though she's really there, because she is. I had to double check. Oh yeah, I had to go back and double check the name. Can you let Ori out, please, darling? Some feeling she's really, really struggling. She'll get there. It'll be this, she'll just know. But when she says it and shares it, there's still this disbelief and shock. And that's what I mean, like, I could have sworn she was with me today. That type of energy, because that's what she's showing. That's all I have for you, Bindi. Bindi, if you want that on YouTube, just let me know and I'll give me a couple of days to post that. This is Zoe flickering your lights the other day. There's a yes there. I say it with caution because I'm trying to get her to show me what sort of lights. It feels like bedroom. Was it bedroom, Bindi? Was it your bedroom light? And was that yes for TikTok as well? Sorry, yes for YouTube. Di, I have one more paid reading to do and then I'm off to bed, love. Or dining room and outside having a smoke and turn around, the lights are flickering. I love that. All right, let me just check. For Rachel.